My name's Wendy Ballen, and I'm a wire sculptor, and I've been doing skeletal pieces since 2000. I actually came to UCSC in the 80s to study sculpture, and that piece over there by Jack Zajac, he was my teacher at the time at UCSC. And I graduated and stopped doing art for 20 years. So I started back in 2000, I graduated in 1980, and found that wire was a real natural medium for me. And in the 20 years that I was not doing art, I'd been studying acupuncture and Tai Chi and anatomy and movement, and lo and behold, I had this ability to kind of whittle a body out of the wire that just came really naturally. So I've been exploring that since 2000, and I've done many skeletal pieces from this size to, I have an 8-foot tall man at home and a 6-foot tall pregnant woman with a full-term baby inside. And when
you can see the baby?
You can see the baby inside, yeah, because its wire is see-through. So, yeah. So I again stopped doing art when I lost my father in 2008, and we were really close. And soon after, I lost my mother-in-law and my Tai Chi teacher of the last 30 years, and then my favorite aunt. So within a 2-year period, I had a lot of loss. And I saw, it was actually on Facebook that I saw the call to artists from the museum for the Day of the Dead. And I had never done it before, but it was a perfect time for me to get back and honor my deceased. And, you know, I had time to process their passing and spent a lot of time contemplating their mortality as well as mine. And this piece came together pretty easily. You know, you take a break from art and you wonder if you still have it when you get back to it. So I was really happy. This was my comeback piece, and it actually is inspired by my Tai Chi teacher because you know, there's a lot of movement in it, and he used to talk about Zen bones a lot, which is just again contemplating the fact that we're all mortal, and you know that. You know, just contemplating our place in time and the scheme of the universe, and making our lives, you know, as cultivating the life that we have. So this I dedicated to him, and it's anatomically, you know, not perfect, but I really try to make them accurate. And also, I try to put a lot of joy in them, and it actually moves too. So, you know, yeah. So he dances around a little bit. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually had him initially in this posture here, but we'd have to play around with the bass. But he likes to dance. He kind of finds his own way there. So, does anybody have any questions?
How long did it take you to do that?
This one took probably about 2 weeks. And I'm an acupuncturist, and I also teach Tai Chi, so I do, I'm in my office 3 days a week, so I don't do art full time. But, you know, in one day, maybe I'll make a hand and an arm, and the next day I'll make a leg. One thing I like to do, these hands and the feet and the spine are all one continuous piece of wire. I like to look for the patterns and just kind of weave them and then tie them together with wire to get all the little digits, and the same also the spine here. I just used a dowel and then, you know, wrapped around the entire spine in one continuous flow. So I also do dogs, skeletons, and I do snakes and great blue herons. Those are some of my favorite subjects. So. Thank you.
Do you sell your art?
Yes, I do sell my
Do you
art.
have a place that people could?
I have a website, wendyballenart.com. I actually have some cards with me, and anybody's free to contact me. But I was very prolific between 2000 and 2008, and I sold most of what I have. I only have a few pieces that I have at home. Some of them I don't want to sell, but yeah, I did quite a bit of work, and I'm getting back into it now. So, and I was really honored and grateful to be included in this. This is my first Day of the Dead show, and my work is really suited to it. The pieces I actually sent in to Ashley first, they weren't just skeletons, they were figurative and skeletal, but they had, male and female body parts on them. And she asked me to do one that was just skeletal, so I was happy to do that. And again, it really was a pleasure to be in this show.
I was just thinking that I tell people my totem animal is an octopus, and I thought, well, maybe you could take a commission on an octopus, but there's no there's no skeleton. It's totally. Yeah. It's got a great brain, but that's.
So are snakes.
Yeah, I do snakes. Yeah, I do snakes, but I don't do them skeletal. But I really don't do so well with commissions. I just like to make what I want to make, and then they sell. I have a lot of responsibility with my acupuncture practice, so I decided my art was going to be just an expression of, my heart and soul and what I really want to do. So I actually have done just very few commissions. So
that's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's hanging suspended here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they're suspended. Yeah. Some of them are
very tricky.
Yeah, some of them are suspended, and they're free,
then you can
without a base. And this one I used the fishing wire and the base to have 2 points of connection. So and I was, some of the pieces I actually will drill a hole into the base and fix them, but I actually just felt like he should be.
Oh, I think that's
He's called Dancing Bones.
right.
So.
Yeah.
Especially right now, he should be able to dance.
Yeah.
That's right.
Daily dance celebration.
Good.
Well,
Right.
Thank you so much,
My
Wendy.
pleasure.
I was really honored to have you here and your work here as well.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do is show you the other 2 artists who also